Hello and welcome. We're all familiar with the version of Twas the Night Before Christmas. Well, I got a better version. It's a little bit more edgier for you guys. Today we're going to talk about Twas the Night.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Twas the Night was a Disney Channel original movie. It was released in 2000, and it's just very strange, honestly. It's a Christmas film. Again, we have Santa in it, and this is like a family-friendly version of a drug bust.
In my house, the real Santa alive. That's right, the bearded one really exists. But I'm getting a little ahead of my story here.
Bryan Cranston is the main star. He plays Uncle Nick, and he's a scammer.
I'm begging you, please don't hurt me.
All right, Nick. Where's your office?
But this is my office.
Well, then where are all your highly skilled employees, Nick?
Out to lunch? Okay, it's just me and my computer. What are you guys gonna do with me?
He likes to scam people out of his money, and within the first 20 minutes or so, he's tied up and he escapes, and literally it is a family-friendly version of like mafia and the drug bust and everything that you see in like the drug cartel and all this crazy stuff. It's very interesting that Disney went this route anyways. Personally, I feel like Zootopia still covered that area much better. But also, follow-up question, was this preparing Bryan Cranston for his role in Breaking Bad? Because this is like a step down from it, and I feel like this was one of the reasons he got cast as Walter White.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
We also have Josh Zuckerman, who is Danny and Brenda Gates and Rise Williams, and those make up our children in this film. And the last one mentioned, this was the only film that he ever did. There was no other credits for him on IMDb, but he looks a lot like Spencer Breslin, and I thought it was him really fast for a couple seconds when he was first on the screen.
You're the coolest, Danny.
It's a unique adaptation on the nice and the naughty list, and I feel like all the Disney Channel movies deal a lot with the nice and naughty list with Santa Claus and focus on naughty people, because that's what happened with The Ultimate Christmas Present. Being naughty was a huge deal about it, and in this sense it's also a huge deal about it, but this one's a lot more mature in ways of concepts compared to the last one we just talked about. Because Nick is in the middle of a mafia drug bust chase, but with software, because he scams people with software and he steals from people, and that's literally his version, but you know, if it was any other realistic ways, he would be a lot worse. He ends up escaping and going home to his brother's house on Christmas Eve unexpectedly, and the kids are really excited to see him because they think he's so cool because they don't know about his criminal record.
Not fair that you got all the brains and I got stuck with just good looks.
What are you doing here, Nick?
Well, honestly?
If that's possible.
Well, there's no place like home for the holidays, is there? And there's no place I'd rather spend some quality time than right here.
And there's also an epidemic going around with the reindeer flu. So because the two parents are doctors, they gotta run over to the hospital, and therefore there's a reason that Uncle Nick can stay.
Oh, there's been a major outbreak of that new reindeer flu. The emergency room's overrun.
Oh, no, John, not tonight. All nights. Well, that's what I get for marrying a doctor.
That's what you get for being a doctor, because they're calling everybody.
He became a babysitter. So Uncle Nick just hanging out in the house, whereas the rest of the kids went up to bed, getting ready for Santa Claus to arrive, and he gets into some trouble with a virus. He sends out a computer virus that will reach anyone's computers within 15 miles.
Ridley supervirus, invented for just this occasion.
Scramble your hard drive. And every other working computer within 50 miles.
I also really do miss the old technology. I love that old retro look of just early internet. Because of the reindeer flu, Santa doesn't have any reindeer, and therefore has a computer to his sleigh, which of course crashes as soon as Nick sends out the virus because he's in the neighborhood.
Albert, help me! Help me!
Santa's sleigh ends up on their roof and he goes down and tries to see what's happening because he's stuck. Ends up delivering their presents first, but then also realizes that the two of them are standing there. And because Santa's faster than everyone else is just living statues. But he hits a button on his little contraption, which is actually really cool.
How did you get in here? What? Who are you?
Don't worry. It's not what you think. No. You're just hallucinating. Yeah. I'm not really. You're dreaming. Yes. Look over there.
I really like the way they did this, that he carries around tiny presents that are like this size and then he's able to blow them up. And I wonder if he got that from Babes in Toyland, because that would be a much better connection to Christmas than that entire movie was.
Babes in Toyland.
I actually really did like that a lot, and it was a really cool concept and a really inventive way for them to use that technique within the film. He ends up making himself accidentally known to Nick and Danny. Everyone freaks out. Santa trips and hits his head and becomes unconscious. So they think that Santa died, and Nick, who is a complete scammer, gets the idea, after some convincing from Danny, who is actually trying to be good and wants to help Santa out and save Christmas. And Nick didn't want to do it at first, but then he thinks about how, yes, he could also be a hero and get a reward. He ends up going along with this plan. So they go ahead and they start going and delivering presents while Santa Claus is unconscious. The siblings come downstairs. They find Santa Claus because at this point he's just visible to them. The two siblings and Santa work together in stopping Nick and Danny from destroying everything, because although Danny has really great intentions and literally does want to save Christmas, Nick ends up going from house to house to house and shrinking down everything so he can steal it and save it for himself later. There's all these life lessons about how you need to be good and don't take things for granted and the normal stuff when it comes to Christmas movies. But I did like the interesting twist on it. It was very unique and concept-wise. They did have some really cool effects for it being early 2000s, but things also did not make sense for the fact that they also were able to go to a computer store to try to stop them. What time is it and what time is the stores open to on Christmas Eve? Because I feel like everything closed early and it's dark outside.
These babies are state of the art. Lumax 2327s is the most powerful home computer ever conceived, with a 1.2 terabyte hard drive and 6 gigahertz processor and 500.
It's not a perfect film. There are certain things that are a little bit weird. I mean, Santa Claus has a tickle fight with the gang. and then suddenly he's all cool.
I swear, you guys tell anybody about this and you're gonna deal with me. And I don't tickle. You're all right, dog. Yeah, how'd you like to join my crew?
Oh, that's very hospitable of you, but we've got to get going. As I said, we have business to conduct.
But overall, it's still enjoyable. This one wasn't my favorite. I actually preferred The Ultimate Christmas Present better, but we do have one more Disney Channel original movie to talk about when it comes to Christmas, and that's Good Luck Charlie, It's Christmas. So you can stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.